Well, what I do know is he's a young and up-and-coming coach, manager, who I know will become, he'll have a big club. He'll be a very good manager in the near future, without a doubt. I know he's got lots of drive, he's very focused, and he's studied like I've never met anyone study football before. He's definitely in that mould of the Mourinhos of this world. As I said before, he is without a doubt going to be a big-time manager.
English coach Anthony Hudson's rise in international management has been fast and steady. As one of the youngest coaches ever to get a UEFA Pro licence, the son of former Chelsea and England star Alan Hudson was appointed head coach of Real Maryland Monarchs in the United States at the age of 27, becoming the youngest manager ever in the US. After a managing stint in British football with Newport County in the conference, the now 32-year-old Hudson's fortunes took him to Bahrain, a small island nation located on the western shores of the Persian Gulf. Having first taken charge of the under-23 side, Hudson now successfully manages the senior team.
In my first year, we arrived to the final of the Gulf Cup, which is a big tournament here in the Gulf, which was the highest position that they'd achieved at that age group. And the following year, we won the Gulf Cup. We beat Saudi Arabia in the final. Again, it was a tournament that Bahrain have never won. So it was a great moment. And since then, we have just qualified for the Asian Cup without losing a game. So it's a good achievement for the players, and I think they've done fantastic.
A student of football and the art of managing, Hudson's modus operandi has been travelling the world and soaking up knowledge and experience from the world's footballing elite. His first real lesson came at the end of the 2010 season when he returned to the UK and began coaching under the guidance of Harry Redknapp at Tottenham Hotspur. A valuable experience, and when he later landed the Newport management job, he did so with a letter of recommendation from Redknapp in which the Spurs manager likened Hudson to a young Jose Mourinho.
I've always said this, and I've been very fortunate in having people like Harry support me and help me. And I think more important than probably that comment is you know, the support he gives and the time he gives, and you know, on the other end of a phone, and advice. All these things for me as a young manager are just absolutely huge, and I think they mean more to me than probably Harry and the other people that have helped me, more than they'll ever know.
More recently, and in between tournaments with Bahrain, Hudson spent some time at Real Madrid studying Mourinho's managerial technique. And he did this during a time in which Mourinho was facing heavy criticism.
For me, he was bigger than any problem that anyone could throw at him. Bigger than any of the press, bigger than anything. And I think during that period, for a manager to be able to be bigger than all of that allows you to recover quickly from a poor run of form.
Anthony Hudson stands in stark contrast to his father Alan, the Arsenal, Stoke City and England player who is as well known for his skills on the pitch as his colourful behaviour off it. Anthony Hudson instead plans his career carefully and knows exactly where he wants to find himself in the future.
Well, firstly, I want to have big success with Bahrain. And in 5 years' time, I see myself being considered for big jobs, for top clubs, either in Europe or Latin America. I want to be competing against big teams, in front of big crowds, working with top players. You know, in that amount of time, I want to have learnt a couple more languages. I want to become an even better coach. I want to develop myself as a person, and I want to have experienced as much as possible and to have grown as much as possible. But I'm excited about the possibilities and where I could find myself in 5 years' time.